I'd like to share with you all today an interesting aircraft that will help you transition from fixed-wing aircraft flight to quadcopter flight. If you've been following along in the previous videos, you have learned fixed-wing flight, which is left-hand dominant. Left-hand dominant in that we turn the aircraft first with a rudder motion, a left stick motion that turns the tail first. And it is left-hand dominant. We turn left and then we bank left. We turn right, then we bank right. So we're somewhat simultaneously, but we're dominant on the left hand. To teach you quadcopter flight, we need to teach you to become right-hand dominant because the aircraft only goes forward or backwards if you pitch. The only function in the throttle for a copter is to provide lift. Does that make sense? The throttle no longer provides thrust. The throttle provides lift. So you can see that we can very easily spin this aircraft by turning the tail. We don't want to spin. That's not the goal. The goal is to take our aircraft and fly forward using the right stick to pitch. But before we do that, let's just check a few things. We are calibrated, but also we need to make sure that our physics are in realistic mode. Realistic mode. If you stay in beginner mode, you do not have access to the yaw or the left stick. So you'll notice with this copter there are flight modes, gadgets, flight modes. The flight modes determine beginner, intermediate, advanced, loiter, beginner, intermediate, alt hold, and stabilize, which is actually very unstable, advanced. So loiter is a mode in which the aircraft taken directly up, given lift and thrust, we can hold. It'll hold both vertical and altitude and horizontal hold. If I go into alt hold mode, it may look the same, but you'll notice the wind can actually drive. The wind can drive the aircraft one way or another. So loiter is the mode we teach in. Alt hold is a mode that's used definitely in commercial flight. And stabilize is the advanced mode, but the aircraft is very, very free. In loiter mode, the aircraft is very much like in safe mode with the fixed wing. So the goal here is not any particular training pattern or training rules. The goal is to teach you right-hand dominance. So we'll go up 5 feet, and you'll notice that the throttle between 0 and 50% does not lift the aircraft. And that's normal in most commercial aircraft, although DJI has some exceptions. The moment you put the throttle on, the aircraft may start to lift. So just know that from 0 to 50%, noticing the left stick in the corner here, 0 to 50%, that it doesn't appear that the aircraft lifts, but once you get to 51%, the aircraft will lift. Okay. Now, in order to fly this aircraft, you have to pitch with the right stick forward. To turn the aircraft, you're still going to turn on the left. You're going to turn on the left, but you're also going to use some right-hand turning. So you're right-hand dominant now because the left it may lead the turn, but the right stick is always engaged in flight. Okay? So the goal here is just to make some beautiful figure eights and just learn to fly this aircraft. It's very different than fixed wing. There's no doubt about it. It is really different. But this is the first transitory tool to help you get to quadcopters. Right? Quadcopters are right-hand dominant. And we don't want to spin. We do not want to spin when we turn. That's not a turn. A turn is a coordinated tail turn and bank turn. But that right stick must always be forward. If you stop the right stick, the aircraft will stop. If you pull the right stick back, the aircraft will go backwards. Okay, that's very true with a quad as well. What's important is that you learn to fly like you're figure skating. Figure eights. It's beautiful, isn't it? Very easy. Very easy. Right? And you know, this is just for fun. You can just do anything you like. The binoculars are on, so if you get too far away from home, you'll be able to see what you're doing. And if you can get into alt-hold mode and get comfortable flying there, you'll find that the aircraft moves a lot faster and has a lot steeper pitch. So you can really, really move. Oop, that's a bit of a spin. That's not a very good turn. There we go. Keep your eye on the binoculars. You can't really see anything on the aircraft when it's that far away. All right? All right. So I want everybody to get out your tricopter. This is the Tricopter 900. Let's look it up. Simulation. Excuse me. Aircraft. Tricopter 900. Select aircraft. Let it come up. And it is the Tricopter 900, not the manual modes, the Tricopter 900. All right? Great. Thank you.